Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to exactly the same stream that we did last week. I am Mr.
Happy
Conway.
anniversary!
Yay!
Whoop, whoop! Choo choo, the party train is leaving today. Yes, you're here for the anniversary stream. Congratulations. Or what do you say?
I don't know.
I didn't even notice that this is basically invisible.
And I also didn't notice that my headphones are turning invisible. We didn't really plan this very well, did we?
Yes,
fact,
I mean
we
this
didn't plan
was
it
an
at all.
idea like 2 minutes ago.
Yes.
So
the countdown was
sorry.
running. I saw a lot of stuff on the desk, and I was like, "Hey!" Because I didn't get to do this last week. I felt like I had to. But anyway, let's just get rid of all.
Oh, poor Mr. Conway. So no, guys. No, anniversary's over. We're just having fun in the game. So. Well, Mr. Conway can actually wear this for the rest of the day. That's fine. There you go.
Honestly, that's going to be super hot. And also, if I wear this, right, people won't be able to see the glorious thing I'm wearing underneath, which is something I want to talk about. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you wearing underneath?
If you haven't noticed yet, I'm back. That means all the usual shenanigans are, of course, also back. And you no longer have to deal exclusively with this guy. So, you know, that's good for everyone.
That's true. That's true.
But
Also
I do
good for me.
want to make another announcement, right? As is tradition around here, you know, it's the show Conway's T-shirt day, because we have another event just around the corner, happening in just a few days, right?
Well, in basically in 2 days.
In 2 days, right? So I'm gonna get in front of the camera and then chat, right? Why is this full screen?
Mr. Conway, your microphone is too low. See, I told you so.
Is too low?
See,
too quiet?
I told you so.
I don't believe it. Really?
Well, let chat say.
Okay,
chat,
you know what?
Chat,
I'm
guys.
just gonna.
Is Mr. Conway not as loud as I?
Okay, you know what I'm just gonna do? I just made you quieter.
We'll have a discussion about this.
We had a discussion about this before.
Yes, it's fine. Chris is too loud. Good for me.
You know, we tested this a few minutes ago and it was fine.
So very, very good. Crysantos is too loud. So I'm too loud, so you're not loud enough.
All right,
Okay,
so anyway.
if I'm too loud, he's not loud enough. Okay.
So this is the T-shirt.
Candy's better. Yes.
Oh, and
because
it has a back as well.
It has a back, just like you. And surprise, it's also in Greek colors. Event fatigue is real? No, not really. I mean, kind of, but not really. No.
Well, no, because we have so many people, right? And not everybody goes to every event, so it's actually fine. It sort of balances out, right? So I'm not going to this event, and neither is this guy. But we're still here to talk about it. Going to our event is our Czech community manager, Yamato, who I'm sure you will know from around the forums and Czech streams, and also our one of our marketing guys who happens to be Greek. So we thought it makes sense to kind of send him to Greece.
Yes. Greek ships. Not for this event. Maybe at some point in the future, but I don't want to make any promises. But you know how it is with ships that we haven't implemented yet.
Yes, they may be implemented, may not be implemented, I don't know. I'm really irritated that my headphones are sparkly.
I think we all are. Maybe you can unsparkle it.
But you know, if I unsparkle it live, there's
unsparkle it, guys. I just want to...
you know how it is with live unsparkling, right? It's always a little bit. It's always a little bit of tricky proposition. But we'll try.
So, guys,
actually, that
also,
was much easier than expected.
Right now, because some of you might be here because they think there might be bonus code. There's no bonus code.
No, there's no bonus code
today. I think we basically killed our bonus code budget for quite a while with what we did last week.
Yeah.
So if you haven't redeemed the bonus codes that were released last week, go check on the forums or on Reddit what they were and try them. Some of them actually valid until the end of this update cycle. So please go and check. And outside of that, if you are in Greece, go check out the Digi Expo and be part of that, because we're going to be there. I mean, not us, but World of Warships as a product.
Yes. Can we get ships with Greek fire, so flamethrowers? No, we cannot. That makes no sense. That's silly. There's a question in all caps. Noxide Gaming thinks he needs to shout at me. Mr. Conway, what updates are there about Indian camels and stuff? So, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we have Indian camels. They're in the game. And if you are located in India, there will be chances for you to obtain them. If you're not in India right now, you won't be able to. But in future, maybe we'll also be able to make them available to you. But right now, because, we went to India to sort of, try and relaunch and promote World of Warships in India, to like 1.2.5 billion people. They have it's right now. It's the Indian camels their thing, and then in the future we'll see what we can do.
Mr. Conway, did you actually activate our lower third?
You know, I did.
So, because we have a question here. Hello, how are you? Who are you? So, I'm Crysantos.
With those people.
Yes, the senior community manager for World of Warships in Europe, and this is my beautiful colleague, Mr. Conway, our community engagement lead.
Yes.
I saw a question.
Crysantos needs to be louder.
see. Now we're in that fun thing. Joel Apollo says, Mr. Conway, stop asking for codes, please. See, this is, I think, the bonus code we're the most proud of as a name, because we always have to come up with creative names. We cannot have the same name twice, so that was the best name for a bonus code, because we can just say stop asking for bonus codes, please.
Problem is it gets more and more difficult to think of these bonus codes because all the ones we've already used are used. Yeah, so it's a bit tricky. Like it's our creativity knows almost no limits, but eventually we are actually going to hit a limit.
Where's Topillo? Topillo is actually. Let me get Topillo.
Just use VPN for obtaining India skins. Look, you can of course VPN into India, register a new account in India, and then possibly get some Indian camels. But then you can't have them on your main account, so there's really no point. Please don't do that. What should we not show chat the new and improved version?
You mean of the small one?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, no. Someone watching the stream, I command you, bring us the new small Torpillo.
You expect people in the office to watch our stream?
I know our intern was watching the stream, so hopefully,
maybe
at least she made a point of pointing out that she's watching the stream. I said great. She thought I was being sarcastic, but now we'll see if it's true, and if in a minute the door will open and she'll enter and give us the little torpedo, then yes, and if not, then
Can we get this shirt except of being at the expo? So currently we don't have any partner who would do that. Maybe in the future, but not in the foreseeable one.
Mr. Conway, I hope you enjoyed the Indian food. I did a lot, but I'm one of those brave people who goes to eat all the street food, and I paid the price. I paid the blood price.
You
for
know the thing about spicy food, right? It burns
No.
twice.
It wasn't the spice. Actually, I
I
realized.
know, but it still had the.
I realized
in German we say läuft.
Yes, I realized a long time ago. Wow, this is not the person we were looking for.
This is the intern. Please join us. We want to show you to the audience.
Those are the people who don't listen in meetings.
Those are the people who what?
Who don't listen in meetings.
So we cannot. Are you telling us we cannot show it? No. So hello, intern. Some people might know you.
Hello.
This is a very big microphone.
Yes, people they can't actually hear you if you actually have to speak into the microphone though.
Well, now that you gave me proper microphone,
I can take it away. That's the power of the microphone. So look, guys. So we are experimenting with torpedoes, right? Could you? I'm sorry to put this on you, Taki, but could you maybe also get us the other one so we can have a one-to-one comparison?
Yeah. Chat can vote. So anyway,
then we'll have to ask our intern.
This is another new version of something that's a little bit more manageable than our giant torpedoes that we always have, right? And it has a really satisfying feel when you squeeze it. I really like squeezing it. It feels a bit inappropriate, but it's good fun, right?
God, you should listen.
And
to
I'm not
yourself.
sure
You
if we
should
could
listen to
if we
yourself.
should
Like,
market this as
we're
a.
gonna get banned on Twitch.
I don't know if we should market this as a torpedo or more of like an armor, like a heavy explosive bomblet, like coming down from a plane.
I mean, chat.
It looks less inappropriate than the other one that we had.
I mean, hopefully somebody's going to give us the other one as well, so we can have a good comparison. Like, which one looks more like an actual torpedo?
Yeah, I mean, the other one looks
whatever you see that is not a torpedo, it's in your head, chat. It's in your head.
Absolutely.
You're dirty boys and girls.
Edward109K is asking, does India have their own server? No, at the moment India is playing on the European server. Maybe in future, once they, if a lot of people play World of Warships in India, will have an own server. But the ping to Europe is actually surprisingly very good because we worked with some local ISPs to make sure the routing is optimized. And so they're joining us in Europe.
Yes. So guys, if we cannot show you the other one, it's because Taki is too lazy to come back and give us the other torpedo.
Yes, and you
So
know,
if you would really like to see the other torpedo, do me a favor, chat. Do you know Taki's in-game nickname? It's very easy. It's Taki. It's TUCCY. And I would say just send him a message. And if you cannot reach him in-game, just send him a forum PM. He loves to read your messages, and maybe you can get him to actually come over here and bring us the other torpedo. It's very easy, guys. It's very easy. Just send him a message. He loves receiving messages. And some other things, if you haven't seen it, we announced some cool things on the dev blog today. First of all, and this is for all of you, dear chat, who have been spamming us for the last, by now, almost 2 years about a certain ship that was one of the first premium ships we had and suffered a bit from the power creep over the years, which is the Biskavica. And the Biskavica is actually receiving a buff.
Yes, it is.
An improved reload time of the main batteries. And the main battery reload time was reduced from 6.5 to 6 seconds, so that's almost a nice 10% rate of fire bonus. So that should help the ship and make it a bit more fun to play. I'm personally really looking forward to that one. And then we had the hot topic of the Japanese aircraft carrier Hosho on tier 4, which due to a change that we made to that CV was a bit too strong. So we're actually going to nerf it to bring it back to a better level of balance. So she's going to receive new torpedoes, the Type 91 Mod 0 instead of the old Type 91 Mod 1, which means that the torpedo speed will be reduced from 40 knots to from 50 to 40. Which means DDs will have more room to maneuver, and obviously because we also changed the returning speed of the torpedo bombers to the aircraft carrier by 40%, will basically be less focused on the torpedo-only gameplay and reduce the amount of damage it can put out in the same amount of time. And it will lose more planes because obviously when the planes get back, it gives them a longer time window within the AA. And we had some changes to the French DDs, the low tier ones, because they were a bit too strong and the torpedoes were a bit too fast for that respective tier. And then we have 2 changes to Soviet battleships. We read a lot of comments, especially about the Kremlin performing too well, and that's true. As you know, it takes a bit of time for us to basically collect the data, wait for the meta to settle down a bit, and before we make decisions on how to react to performance of ships. So the Kremlin will get reduced max damage of AP shells from 15,500 to 14,500. And that means that the related parameters like Krupp parameter and the mass of the projectile are adjusted accordingly. That only means the Krupp parameter is basically the hardness of the shell and the mass of the projectile is the weight. So in order to achieve that reduced AP shell damage, that's changed. And respectively, also the HE shells were slightly nerfed from 6,600 to 6,500 damage, and the chance of fire was reduced from 48 to 45%. Which means that the way the ship is played is still the same, but the damage output will be reduced. That's basically the change to the ship. And if you want to read this up, obviously go to the development blog. You can find your development blog either on Facebook or on your regional forums or on Reddit. This is where you can find it.
Yes, exactly. In the meantime, we had, I think, an interesting question from Lion Jom, who asked, what is a normal day for a community staff member like? That's a really good question, actually. But I have to say it's really hard to define a normal day, right? Part of what makes our job interesting and cool is that it's very, very varied, right? Where some days, when an update releases, we'll be majorly dealing with, collecting player feedback and figuring out, like, are things broken, looking through bug reports and, sort of just being there for the community to make sure that everything goes smoothly on the release. On other days, we'll be planning offline events. We'll be going to meet you at like a convention, or we're going to go and like have a day like today where we have an evening where we're streaming, or where we did a lot of advanced planning for things we want to do in the next year. So it's very, very, very varied. But yeah, it's hard. What would you say? Like an average day?
I mean, it really depends on the day. But overall, obviously, the main task of community managers is, first of all, to be up to date about the game. So it's a lot about reading internal information about the current issues, about upcoming content. Then obviously spending a lot of times on community channels. That basically includes forums, Reddit, also Discords where our CMs are on. On top of that, our contributor content and other related content. And then we collect a lot of feedback. How to describe this? So we have targeted feedback, for example, for updates, for public tests and so on. This is why it's so important that you guys provide us with that feedback on the forums, for example, and in your surveys, so we can sift through that, compile it, and send it to developers. We also have regular feedback collection on a weekly basis, basically on all the hot topics that we have on the forums, also not hot topics, just general mood. And then a plethora of other tasks, because the life of a community manager is a crazy one sometimes. It depends really on what we're doing, what kind of activities are running in the game. We have, for example, offline events. We try to build cool online events as well. And it's a lot of things, but overall, the main thing is communication. That's the main thing of community managers.
Yep.
And then, for example, we are, for example, on streams. That's what we do, in particular.
Well, like for us, it's a little bit different anyway, because we deal with a lot of like other stuff. So yes. it's definitely, like it's a cool job, but it can be a little bit tough sometimes. That's true. Now, next question is from Death King 97, who's asking, how long is subtesting going on for? I haven't got an invite yet. So for all of you who have signed up for our submarine beta test, you have to be aware that we are going to do several waves of testing, right? So we had our first session that's already closed, like nobody can play right now, and the devs are processing the feedback and applying changes based on that first test, right? Once that's ready, and I can't tell you when because I don't know yet, because devs haven't told us yet, because they're not done yet. We will be sending out the second wave of invites, and you'll be able to again join the server. So if you've signed up for testing, you will eventually be able to join the testing, but we can't exactly tell you when. We want to space it out a little bit, but we're not done yet, and there will be more opportunities, so don't worry.
Yeah, I saw a few questions about, while we talk about testing, about the Italian cruisers. No, you won't be able to test the Italian cruisers on PT, as far as I know. At least in the first session, but I think it's also going to be true for the second one, so don't get your hopes up. But the Italian cruiser arc starts with the next update with 8.9. Mm-hmm. So you will be able to see that content, at least the port and so on the PT already, and everything else related to the ships should be coming later on.
Question was from Gavatron. Are you going to bring a team down for PAX Australia? I don't think we as World of Warships are going to be going to PAX Australia. I don't think we have the capacity for that right now. And for us, based in Europe, Australia is really very, very far, being literally on the other side of the planet. And so that's not something that we are personally involved with.
When will the secret German buffs that Phil spoke about on the birthday stream be revealed?
Super secret.
As soon as he's ready to talk about any changes related to German BBs. But overall, if I recall correctly, what Seb Octavian said is that this is not something for the very near future. So this is more something in, I would say, probably a few months. Because right now, the issue is, even though I know some of you disagree with this, that German battleships are performing okay. They're not too strong. They're not too weak. I'm sure that some people of you, or in general, more people would love to see them, on the higher aspect of performance. But overall, if you would buff them right now, this is exactly what you guys are talking about when we talk about power creep, right? If we take a ship that is absolutely okay in terms of performance, and we buff it, it basically creates an arms race, because then we would have to buff everything, right? And there will always be a situation where a certain ship is stronger than another one. Now we have to define how much stronger or how much weaker a ship can be to be still okay, and that's overall, as you can imagine, a very tricky balance question. But you can be assured that we want our German battleships to be fun to play, and if we can help them, we will help them, and if there's a need to.
Yep.
And I think we talk a lot.
Let's do one or two more questions, and then one or two more questions, right? Because there was a question from INS Hunter, who was asking, what's up with NA streamers? Because they're currently not streaming. And the NA team is a little bit short-staffed right now. There's also someone on paternity leave, and also they are, if you don't know, are doing the Anchors Away tour at the moment, where they are visiting, I think it's like 14 historic museum ships in the United States and meeting with you guys. So they're also constantly cycling in and out. So basically, at the moment, they just don't have the time to do the streaming. So we're, picking up the slack a little bit. But essentially, like we all have the same information. So, and everything we do is always for all of you, no matter where you're watching from. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Exactly. And I mean, you can be here, even though I understand if you're an NA player, you would love to see the NA staff as well. But most of the information we can give you here on the EU streams, because we're speaking English as well. But I'm sure there will be more NA streams in the future. It's just, it's like, especially as community managers, if you want to talk to the community, you need to prioritize. And if you have offline events, that takes away a lot of time, because these offline events need to be prepared, and you need to be physically there, right? And the time has to come from somewhere.
Yeah, I know a lot about that. I've been doing a lot of what I've been focusing on recently, and takes a lot of time. Somebody wanted to see the T-shirt one more time, so I will get up one more time off my butt. If you would be so kind as to scoot a little bit to the left, Mr. Crysantos.
Sorry, I just had to.
Amazing.
Please don't spam, chat. If you spam, I'll time you out.
So the ship on the shirt is the Averof, which does not mean, unfortunately, that we're going to be releasing her very soon, but there's a chance that we will be in future.
And Victor is saying, thank you for the proposed buff to the Bliskabica. It really is needed. I'm very happy to help that ship.
Yep.
Crysantos, what are you drinking? Well, I mean, I'll let you guess.
It's red wine, guys. He's a massive alcoholic.
Connoisseur.
Van Mark is asking, will you ever bring back the Naval Underdogs series? There are other names you didn't talk about. Good question. Not something I can tell you right now. Possibly. We tend to check out different kinds of formats for videos, and usually we go with what has the best kind of reception from you guys. But I don't have a specific answer about Naval Underdogs right now. Cool. Should we go play World of Warships?
Before I do that, I will just link to the guys
the devlog?
The devlog news, yes.
Do this, yes. Sounds good.
So, guys, this is going to be a very long link, but...
wow.
Blame...
It's like link of death. Let's blame Facebook.
Link of death. Hopefully you can click this. Or did I just... Wait, give me a second. No, this is the link.
I think maybe... it should work.
It should work, guys. If you just...
But you could just put the share button and then maybe copy link. And maybe that'll be a shorter link.
Hopefully.
No, you have to... No, not Richard. No, yeah, no. May I? So I think what you have to do is go share, and then you just go...
It's Facebook.
GG Facebook.
GG Facebook. There's a reason why we don't
anyway,
stream.
Should we just play some World of Warships?
Yes, let's play some World of Warships, guys. I mean, we spent like 30 minutes talking.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys.
Enough of the talking. Wow, we're not work in progress, are we?
Where's the Slava at? She's in her port and waiting for further instructions. Same thing is true for Siegfried. What and when will be the IFHE update? Death King, I think that's currently on hold, and as soon as we have more information, we will let you know.
Cool. What would you like to play first? Should we open a division? Why is my client German?
It's a very, very crazy guess, but I would say because the last stream was in German.
You know what? I'm going to quickly change that.
Also, my camera is gone here. Can you please activate my camera?
Your camera is gone?
The camera is deactivated.
Somebody, like this is like with the what's it called? Red Riding Hood. No, not Red Riding Hood. The one with the 3 pigs, of which pig has sat in my chair. This is how I feel when I leave and somebody is screwed with the stream setup. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I feel like I'm going to have to huff and puff.
3 bears, not 3 pigs.
3 bears? Ah, yes, the 3 little bears. Goldilocks! Yes. There we go.
Thank you, Pelly. Thank you. So, we want to give Mr. Conway a nice warm welcome so he can create the division today, and you can send your message to Mr. Conway if you want to play in a division with us on the European server.
Again? Okay.
Well, so Brand, what's the announcement again? I just gave you the link. Just go to the dev blog, because we just talked about this. I don't want to repeat myself.
Yeah,
we'll probably talk about it just as a quick summary at the end of the stream again, but that should
exactly. Just click it and read it.
Will we be able to keep the 4-year port? Good news. Yes, we checked about this on the anniversary stream with Sergey Vorobiev, and he said yes, we can, because the resonance was so good that.
Yeah, like in general, we can keep
It's
most
amazing.
ports if you guys want them, right? It just always it's like each port costs a certain amount of megabytes of your hard drive space, like for all eternity. So it's just something we have to weigh up a bit. But this one is so cool that I definitely think everybody wants to keep it. There was a comment there from someone who just missed the event in Delhi by a few hours because he had to catch a flight. That's very sad indeed. But don't worry, we will be doing more things in India in the future. So I think there might be another chance for you to meet us somewhere. And just, like, stay tuned and we'll let you know.
By the way, guys, Taki still didn't bring us a torpedo. You can see his nickname here.
Wow.
That's Taki. Please send him a message.
Yeah, in-game absolutely works. Wow. And I'm now also with an English-speaking client.
Perfect, because we want to show you the other one.
The other one's a bit crap, though.
I like the other one better.
You do?
Well, I would like to simply have both, to be honest. By the way, guys, I need to ask you this, chat, especially like Twitch chat, because it's a Twitch-related question. What do you think about the new design? Because I don't really like it.
What, the new torpedo design?
What? No, the Twitch design. Twitch has a different interface.
It does?
For me, it does, yes.
Oh,
and for some people as well. Twitch does a lot of beta testing.
Oh, yes.
So there's a King of the Sea related question. This was going around on Discord for our team. Will QTS be hosted on 8.8 or 8.9? It will be hosted on 8.8.
Yes. So for those I can explain. Right. It's my baby. So essentially, King of the Sea is going to be hosted on 8.8. And the finals, because there is a possibility that some changes may be introduced during the tournament, that the finals are actually going to be run on a separate server, which all the finalists are going to get access to basically as soon as the teams have submitted their lists after the weekend before, and then everybody can download the special client. But the finals will be happening on a special server. That will remain at 8.8.
It's almost the same. I already have it in dark mode. There's
only one mode.
There's only one mode, and it's dark mode. I don't know what what was wrong with the internet before dark mode, but overall, if there's an option for dark mode, I will always pick dark mode.
Okay. So, Mr. Crysantos, invite to Division.
Skins for the computer version, but only in the mobile game. Because first of all, both games are being developed by different development studios, and the Azerlane content, we have it on the PC version, but I think currently the last collaboration ran out, so this is why we don't have new stuff right now.
Okay, just have to close a little bunch of PMs. We already have a third. Shall we start off with a tier 10?
Sure. Guys, how many of you already finished grinding all of your super containers? I just did. I still have to actually get my Kleber. And I have to regrind my.
I haven't been there. I haven't got a single super container yet.
Oh, nice! So you can grind.
So I can have to grind all of them. So basically, I'm sorry to have to say this, but we're just playing tier 10s today.
Danny, we would love to sell the big torpedo. We just have to find somebody who's willing to do the shipping for us, because honestly, we can't do it from our side. Like, our team is not. We're not a merchandise retailer.
Yes. So then, Bonnie, if you know of a company that is willing to do this, please feel free to refer them to us.
Death King, you're saying you have all flags, so you collected all of your super containers successfully. Sorry that the RNG wasn't very, very blessing for you.
Not got tier 10 yet. Well, you can play tier 9. That's fine.
You're saying we're going to carry him?
We are going to have to carry him because, like I said, because I've been away in India, and since then I've been very busy, like, making up for the time I didn't spend at home with my family. So I haven't actually been able to play any World of Warships since the anniversary update. So I haven't got any of my super containers yet, and I want them. Mostly
Hello, speak you German.
I want steel.
Hello, yes, I do. Ja, ich spreche Deutsch. But not on the stream. Knilchbengel hoch 10. Nice German name. So you're playing the Kremlin. What can I play? Chat, make a suggestion. What should I play?
Sith Lord PG is saying we need manual buttons hotkeys for each consumable. Since 4 years, we have some ships with T smoke, some with Y smoke. It's confusing. So this is something we actually do. Like, it's on our list of things that we would like to fix at some point when we have the time. So hopefully we can do it. I did see something about it the other day, so maybe. Okay. So Chris, it's the green button at the top.
I
of
was
your
waiting for chat because I want to have interaction with chat
okay.
and have suggestions, and then I'm playing
fine.
what
That's
they
fine.
want to.
Good.
Get.
Let's go. Time to knock some snowflakes off. Does Mr. Conway know he can play co-op to get his containers, or should I assume that was his idea?
Funny because it's true. Can you play the Kurfürst with the accuracy upgrade instead of the secondary one?
I was
Maybe.
aware. Unfortunately, it's not like the first year where people very rapidly found out that you could even do it in a training room, and you didn't even have to finish the battle, so you could just join a training room, immediately leave it, and you got all your super containers within 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was a bit abusive.
But we did fix that.
Yeah. Akula's asking, are there going to be more ships in the research bureau in this year? I'm not sure whether it's going to happen during this year, whether we're going to have new ones, because we just added the Ohio as well. So we'll have to see.
Also, somebody not just did somebody play with. They also played with all the other settings. Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Because
yeah,
of the sound
have fun
update,
with
I
the
guess.
sound settings. Just put everything to like half.
Yeah, I think that's
should be
usually what we do,
fine.
right?
So what do we have? Des Moines, Moskva, Dmitry Donskoy, double Montana, Friedrich Grosse, and double Bismarck.
Okay, this should work. Did you check yours that we at least more or less synced when it comes to sound settings?
Well, I can show you mine. Let me slow down for a second. So look, this is my audio setup.
Why
So
is it completely different from mine?
I don't. We'll just okay. I'll just do the 50. Yeah. So 50,
Yes,
50,
everything half.
50,
Good.
50.
How do you guys determine which game modes will be eligible for directive completion? Well, it depends a little bit on what we want to encourage people to play in that specific update. Then it also depends a little bit on the mission that, like what the mission of the specific directive is. And then it also depends on, like, it's also what we feel like, because we want to encourage people to play different game modes. So it's a variety of factors. Just like for our Twitch missions, for instance, we kind of always figure out, like, what's good for people to play at the moment.
Also to show your point of view.
Because my point of view is so much different.
It's so much different. Look at this. I mean, it's crazy.
It's like a world apart.
Yeah. So usually one of the DDs is sitting here. So let's try this.
So if you could like I don't know how to pronounce your nickname, but like someone is capping, please stop him. Like that cap, you're a Fletcher. Go, like, don't let them cape that cap. You have a go spot. Go. You shouldn't. If you have a destroyer here, you should not let the enemy take the B cap for free. It's always a bit of a nuisance to dislodge them. Please, can we block it before it flips? Please, can we block it before it flips? Oh, that was close.
Very good.
Okay, and now spot that person, please, so we can take away his points. I'm still the invisible Kremlin, so nobody knows I'm here. I haven't fired yet, because I'm holding my fire to see if I can catch someone.
The entire stream chat. So the question is, he's probably sitting on the other side of the island. I'm trying to blind fire here a bit. Nothing else I can really farm right now.
Okay, I have revealed myself.
There
Oh,
we go.
Mogador, there we go. That's very close.
Oh, Mogador, that's not really the position you want to be in.
No, I think the Mogador is pretty much dead now, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to shoot a lot of torpedoes at... No, he's not even shooting them at me. Well,
too bad.
Oh, that was a bit
But
sad.
yeah, that was a bit YOLO.
That was a bit too YOLO. No, and I missed the Schneewolf here showing me a nice broadside in his Des Moines. I could have capitalized on that. God damn it. I'm a bit rusty. Give me a few minutes. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be me capping.
Yep. That Bismarck is coming around the corner.
Yes, I know, but he's turning out. But there's another one to fire. I also don't have gun sounds right now. Something is wonky.
Yes. Didn't really do the gun sound setup. Same thing.
Well, mine's at 50%, but I can't hear anything.
Just pump them up a bit. And I'm going to reduce the music a bit.
Someone set me on fire. How dare they? Super rude.
Can we do something about the Des Moines? Oh, the Des Moines might be... I'm not sure how much he's going to be reversing, but...
Is he doing what I think he might be doing?
He's still going strong. Yes, he might actually be unaware of where the island is. But he's currently not detected, so...
Well, I'm holding my fire, hoping he's gonna... Oh, he did!
Uh-oh, there's a Moskva coming. Are you going to punish him? Let's show him in front of you.
Let's see if RNGesus allows me to. RNGesus! Nope. No, he got away scot-free pretty much. That's a bit of a shame. Ah. He could have really done with getting deleted there, but... Okay. But I am taking quite a lot of fire from the east. From what seems to be a reversing Dmitry Donskoy. Fully broadside. In open water.
How do you like
Of course,
the Kremlin?
accelerating again.
Did you use it in ranked, actually?
The what? The Kremlin?
Mm-hmm.
Some, yes.
Ah, you were...
But I
playing
finished
Sims.
ranked in CV, to be honest.
I'm trying to get the Moscow here out of the game. If we could focus on that Moscow, right?
Okay, well, I'm gonna cap B, and then I'm gonna go put some pressure on the people down at A.
Sounds good.
Ooh, Des Moines is reversing again. Is he gonna repeat his mistake? Uh-oh. I'm dead.
You're dead?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. No, I'm not dead, but why are there torpedoes here?
I mean, might be the shimmer.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it is the shimmer. let's not let's please not beat around the bush. It's definitely the shimmer. But why?
I would love the Akizuki to spot here.
Why did the shimmer? Oh god, he's right there.
14 kilometers hitting him. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
8 over penetrations are enough to kill a shimmer.
Good. So the Benson must be here. I don't know why Akizuki is not really helping with spot.
And now there's a Dmitry Donskoy who's brawling me. That's interesting. What's his torpedo range?
Sorry, what?
What's Dimitri's torpedo range?
It should be 9 kilometers.
Okay, well I don't think it's relevant anymore. He's ex Dimitri.
Focus that Moscow at me?
Yes, in 12 seconds.
He's accelerating. And there's also a Benson somewhere, so just be aware of his traps. So he launched torpedoes at me earlier, but he might be turning around.
Yeah, I see the Benson tops. Oh god, there's a Montana on my broadside. And a Yugumo.
Oh, you go.
2 Montanas on my broadside. This is not my ideal situation.
So we gotta buff the Kremlin.
Huh? We have to buff the Kremlin? Again?
I mean, after we're announcing nerfs, you know, now we have to buff it.
I don't think I'm going to survive this, by the way. But I guess I've got 10 seconds for a heal. And then... and I've got a shimmer giving me a smoke screen. Very nice. I have to wait, though, because I... please. Yes. No? I'm radared.
Unfortunately, that Moscow wasn't focused, so... he's not spotted right now, so I cannot really do much about him.
Problem is my Kuznetsov heal is active right now, so I can't use my regular heal.
Yes, you can.
Well, but... I can?
It should be working.
No. Yeah, I can.
And there's Moscow. I don't just go away.
I would have had him. Okay.
Would've, could've.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
No. So I'm trying to do something about this Friedrich der Große. He's still burning. Damn, the other Montana is holding back way too much. He could be helping his other BB bros.
I have 74 hit points.
That's all.
And I'm down.
No. You needed more.
Look, I did the Kremlin thing.
How
I
much
went to the
damage did you
center.
do?
I had
116?
116, and I tanked 3.8 million.
Nice.
Valiant effort from our Shimmer there with the smoke. Unfortunately,
Give him +1.
it wasn't quite enough.
Oh, nice. I should be able to smoke here in a second.
But I think that Montana's definitely dead.
Is
Yeah,
he?
he should be
Oh,
dead.
you should just, Mr. Conway, one day.
Oh,
you
sorry.
will
He
learn
should.
how to
Yeah,
use
yeah,
this
yeah.
screen.
No, but like I thought you like I don't want to take away from your gameplay, right?
I'm just spamming people with H.
Okay, so this Montana should be dead. I can't believe he's actually getting a heal off as well. Come on, Bismarck, finish him. Nice work. Our Bismarck will be going down to a torpedo here as well, unfortunately. Wow, there's a lot of torpedoes in the water here. And our Shimmer is doing, like, he did a good job there. Getting involved with guns as well. It looks as though enemy Friedrich is about to burn down.
No.
Wow, an enemy, the enemy surviving Montana is on fire. Has got 2 fires and a flood running, so...
I'm not responsible.
No?
No. This it would never be me.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm a small guy, don't
someone
set
else?
things on
Someone
fire.
else. Fair enough.
Da-da-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum.
Can you play as a carrier? I would like to know how to get better at it, please. Absolutely, I can play a carrier. No problem. Crysantos audio is skipping in game. Well, I have a solution for that. Basically, what we have to do is we have to turn it off and on again. It sounds extremely complicated.
It's a nice tip. Did you get it from the IT department?
Unfortunately, it temporarily disables your screen.
That's okay. I think
Like,
I'll survive, hopefully. Yes.
Okay. Okay, now
I
Crysantos
killed what
audio
killed me,
should
so-
be back to normal. Please let me know if it's still skipping. Can you please play Puerto Rico? I think we can.
Yes.
I think we can, but I will not because I want snowflakes, and Puerto Rico's a test chip and therefore doesn't have snowflake.
Will there ever be a chance to get lost flags? You would like to get the Hamburg or Poison flag? Sure. Especially for Hamburg flag, I'm sure we can arrange something. For other flags, it really depends on where the flag was coming from. So yeah,
400
Smolensk is a nice ship if you get to be in a team where the basically others are spotting for you, and you basically can just use the second line to set things on fire and then push up later on. But yeah, it's has its pros and cons. And look at us. I mean, if you don't have above 1800 XP, you should try again. I mean, 1800 is like the bare minimum of XP, right? What do you think, guys? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
nice match. And I don't know what happened with the Akisuki. I will. Sorry, dude. You should have spotted for us, and I'll give our Shimakaze a +1. By the way, sorry.
Did you all message Taki and he's finally got to read his messages?
I think you guys were successful in messaging.
No, actually, your attempt at the mob justice failed miserably. Not a single message.
So how did you
I
know?
know that you would be insufferable to all the guys who are still remaining in the office and would be pressuring them and stuff until you got your own torpedo to polish.
So you brought us the other one.
Yes, I did.
Oh, the black one. But now you have to give us the other one as well.
Oh, you mean the original?
The original, yes.
Ah.
So this
Yeah,
one.
this one.
You were not specific.
Sorry.
You were
Es tut mir leid. Es
You were
tut mir leid.
extremely un-German.
We had to immediately,
That's true.
basically, this one immediately we had to disqualify. We weren't really sure what this is. This is just
this
terrible.
one. I mean, so guys, we're requesting a few samples and we're testing different designs. This one, I mean, the cool thing is it's see-through with the green screen, but it looks a bit of. I don't know. It's probably a torpedo from Finding Nemo. At least it looks like this. It could walk. I mean, can it stand? If it can stand, then it has a selling point.
No, this
It
this
needs
so
much
so so
support.
this
It's not
this
stiff enough.
like you win some, you lose some, and this is definitely one where like we lost one. Like this is this is trash.
This one looks really wrong.
It just,
As a torpedo, Chad. Make it a plain dive bomb. Sure, we can do that. Let's test how this looks like.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So the other thing is, right, I just wanted to point out, because of course I've been playing since the beginning of World of Warships, but I haven't played since the anniversary day. I got my 4 years since my first battle in World of Warships as well, which is nice.
Yes. And since I get a few messages here, like sprechen in Deutsch. So, if you are German, ja, falls ihr Deutsch seid, nächste Woche, am 3. Oktober, haben wir einen Spezialstream für den Tag der Deutschen Einheit. Ihr könnt euch das Event schon vormerken auf YouTube und auf Twitch. Und da sind wir nächste Woche ab 18 Uhr live mit MrConway, mit mir und mit C. Harles. So sorry guys for the German, but we're going to have a special German stream for next week. There's a bank holiday for the German Day of Reunification, and we're going to have a special stream for that. But in German. So, feel free to hang out with us, but we'll speak Klingon for you.
Yes. Okay, so next game, I'm gonna go play the Hakuryu as requested. We're gonna go play
Perfect. Thank you very much, Taki. So, guys, if you think that Taki did a great job, just send him a nice little thank you in game.
I don't think anybody is listening to us today.
So this was the original one, right? And I personally, this one is the one without the logo. Yeah, but this was the design. So I like this one. This is pretty cool. But now that you hold this one, I hold this one. So chat, what do you think? Which one do you like better? The one with the logo or the one without the logo?
Bearing in mind this one would also have a logo.
Yes. So okay, let's make this easy. This one here, please go away. This one is torpedo A. Yeah. So chat, this is A, and the other one is B. So give us an A or a B. Which one do you like better? This is a torpedo competition now.
C, thank you very much.
Okay, it's split. It's split. It's absolutely.
I see
can
more.
Can you run a quick survey?
Straw poll. Yes.
Yes,
so
straw poll.
guys, for science, we need to be more specific here.
Yes. It looks very split. I love that somebody went for E. Not even for C. Type a question here. A or B? I think we killed chat a bit with A and B, but it looks, I don't know, A seems quite popular, but B, I see a lot of Bs as well. Oh, you're playing Hakuryu. You know what? Let me play the Kremlin. That's one hairy torp. I mean, this is like a fluffy torp, right? It's quite cool. I mean, we use this for daily stand-ups as a microphone. But this one is also quite cool. I mean, it's not as fluffy, but I still like it.
Okay, guys. Here's the straw poll. Please, everyone, go and vote. Vote now. Vote now. Vote now.
Vote now.
And go and vote now.
B looks more like a bomb from a CV. Well, you know, that's also true.
Okay, so
it looks naughty. What do you mean, Sang?
The votes are running in.
If you think it looks naughty, it's your naughty mind. I why do I even bother?
Wow,
Actually, can you put this up? Or do you think it's going to skew the results?
No, we can absolutely, yes, we can totally, yeah, absolutely, we can put this up. So this is the current straw poll. You can see what the votes are like. I love all of you guys for C. Like, I don't know why you actually even go to vote. If you're just going to put a vote, that doesn't matter. But, you know, like, anyway, we love you anyway. Okay, but it looks as though actually it's reasonably split, but straight and fluffy has the edge.
Yes.
A torpedo is thinner and longer. Yes, I think maybe what the trick is, right? We're gonna have to make this one as a torpedo, right? And then we're gonna have to make this one as like an HE aerial bomb.
That's actually a good idea.
Cool. I don't know why you're so surprised. I'm known for having good ideas. That's literally what I get paid for.
I sometimes am under the impression you get paid for trolling.
Yes, that's this as well. But I still think Evan has the edge there.
Could you make it a vinyl? Nice.
Okay, well, you know, like, okay, so we have some data. I think people like both, but yeah, straight and fluffy is more torpedo-like.
Okay, thank you, chat. Always helpful to get your input on this, and let's jump into battle.
Yes. Let's push the button. So then you would have to have an AP bomb as well.
Yeah, you know, you can always add stuff.
Can we get a dasher as well, smooth or fluffy?
Guys, you know, chat. I love you, but last week during the anniversary stream, some of you overdid it a bit. Right?
I was watching from my bed in India, time zones, remember? And honestly, there was some pretty cringy chat going on.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, and Draken says, "Oh wow, this is almost indecent." Welcome to the World of Warships official channel. You must be new here.
Yes. We're new. We're the new guys.
Greetings from the USA. Says
Scalzum says, you can make it rubbery. You can drill into a whole different market.
The Fog Battleship Warside says, greetings from the USA. Now at the confirmation of the Royal Navy heavy cruisers, which one would you want to play first? Honestly, I'm a high tier player, so I'm excited. I'm excited for the what's the name again? The
London?
No, the tier 10. It had someone with an amazing name. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, my brain. What's the tier 10 called?
Goliath. Thank you.
Goliath, yes, thank you. By the way, how pushy are we? Are you playing CV? Okay.
I'm playing CV, so I'm not very pushy. But if you need air support anywhere, you just let me know. I mean, not like against planes because you're Des Moines, but I mean against. Oh, there's a Minotaur. No. Ouch. 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 Unhealthy.
Do we play
unhealthy.
World
Very
of
unhealthy.
Tanks Blitz? I don't.
No.
But I'm in general not a big mobile.
I don't.
I used to play it when we were still working for all of the products for Wargaming.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the one cool thing about the Blitz games is that you can just have a very, very quick match, and you don't have to worry about it too much.
I honestly don't believe in mobile gaming. I mean, I know it exists. I know people do it, but
because it's quite successful.
But I just, you know, if I want to go play a game, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play it properly. I don't like want to have like a tiny little screen that I have to hold on. I don't like it. But that's just me. I know Tank Splits is quite a cool game. And has a very dedicated and large following of people that love it.
For me, I have to admit that I felt slightly evil because you can play it through Steam. And when I was playing from my PC, I was playing it through Steam, obviously. And you were able to play against mobile players with a keyboard and a mouse. I felt a bit dirty. So our team seems to be very strongly in favor of A and C instead of B.
Okay, well, I played the RNG card badly, and Harugumo got a scot-free cap. That's unfortunate. Oh, you're punishing him for it now? Oh, Papa-san is. Okay.
Papa-san is.
That's a risky position, Papa-san.
Because since our fleet is not really
Papa-san actually decapped him. That's fantastic work,
nice.
Papa-san.
He pushed him out of
unfortunately, it also looks as though Papa-san paid with half a Des Moines for that.
Papa-san, run! Sorry, Papa-san, I cannot really help you too much here. Already sitting at 1.3 million potential. Ooh, Papa-san. What touched you? Was it the Kurfürst again?
Well, Kurfürst is also, however, looking quite poorly, and I'm going to go and see if I can't assist a little bit in putting like a little torp on him.
Yep. I'll try to help as well. They pushed me quite far back.
What key is this? What key is this consumable on? No key. Are you kidding me? Does it actually just say no key?
Yeah, I think I think you inherited an interesting
Keyboard layout. Yes.
Hey guys, any chance in the future to mount more flags at the same time? Though we can only mount 2, yet they have 10 to plus flags. So Draculia maybe, but I think for now 2 is the amount we're comfortable with.
Okay, I see
So
if I
that
can.
Conqueror should be going down.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, so
We're still down 1 ship. I'm gonna see if I can deal with that Harugumo so he doesn't get the chance to get B.
Yes, that's my main concern for now.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's a perfect timing for the spot. Can we get a few hits? Oh, just one shot. If we can keep him spotted for a bit longer, like for 10 seconds, I can get another salvo into him.
Sorry.
Ah, he's turning out. He's running. Never mind. Ah, there.
I'm trying to drop a torpedo on him.
Or that.
But Harugumo has a lot of AA, unfortunately, for Destroyer. Oh, I got hit by some bursts from him, so I lost most of my planes.
He turned away, so I ricocheted. Yeah, if we can get the Harugumo out, then this match looks much better, and I can push through here. I need to show you your perspective because you're already on another run.
No, I don't think I'm going to get him. I think he's going to get the... He's just going to go get the cap. Unfortunate.
When will 6-player division be a thing in this game? Hopefully never, because it would simply be too strong.
I have to agree with that assessment.
No, honestly, I think 3 players already have a very big impact on the game. If they play in a division, if you have 6 players, I think it would just simply be too strong. Because the amount of coordination you can have compared to a random team is just too strong. Okay, I'll need you on the Harugumo. That's the one thing that blocks me here.
Okay, I'm going to come in just a second. I was just waiting for some more rocket planes.
Thank you. Okay. The Salem is now in a position where if he wants to get out of this position, he will have to pay with full broadside to me.
On my way. I'm not getting any hits on that core first. What?
Oh, there's a cyclone.
Really?
GG. The Kurfürst? What did you launch?
I just dropped 2 torpedoes on him. I've done 10k damage. This is like one of the worst CB games I've played ever. But I found the Harugumo.
Nice.
If I get some good RNG here, I might be able to just take him out.
Okay, I'll try to hit him to the iron. Nicely done.
Good.
Good job.
Okay, can you go get B then?
Working on it. I just have to be... The problem is I'll have to push through here and take care of the... If you help me with the Yamato, yes, sure.
On my way.
Cool. With the left one on the A line.
Yeah, the closer one, right?
Yep. Because that one would have an angle on me, which is my biggest problem.
Yeah, already en route.
Sitting on 2 million potential damage so far.
If you could choose a tech line to be introduced into World of Warships, what would you like both like to see? You know what? I would like to see super heavy German battleships.
Because they're not tanky enough. I would like to see something like, you know,
the Yamato
German battle cruisers. I can't see him. He's in
no.
a cyclone.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to push up. I mean, both sides traded heavily.
I don't know what's up with my torpedo aim today. It's like truly terrible.
You guys should add super ships. I know a lot of people would like to see something like an H-44. I personally believe that it would, at least in the current state, there's no room for this ship. We would have to add
always
like
give it
tier
just
11,
two slots in the matchmaker.
As long as you get to be the ships, it's fun, right? But otherwise,
exactly. We could make it a staff only ship. I'd be okay with that.
I mean, we can talk about that. You have my attention.
Ah.
Okay, I get the Yamato. And now let's talk. I hope the Hubris does not want to go for a ram.
Come on, Citadels. Can we have some? 3 Citadels. Nice.
Okay, are you coming? You're coming around for another run.
I'm gonna try, but I'm rapidly bleeding planes here, so I have to pray to RNG just a little bit. No, just penetrations this time. Is he going down? Do you need help still?
He's probably going to ram me, which is a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, I'll drop on him. I should be able to finish him off with this one.
I'm probably going to. It really depends on the next HE salvo. I need to basically just HE him through his bow. Depends a bit on my RNGs.
Okay, I had a terrible approach.
Nice,
but I got lucky.
Cool, perfect. That was great teamwork. The booster's getting B, so I can push that Yamato, and then we can smack the rest.
I'm low on like torpedo planes and bombers. I'll drop 2 torps on the Yamato. I don't think I'll be able to get off more.
Allied Winter is asking Super Star Destroyer. I mean, Allied, I'm sure you're part of the German Facebook group for World of Warships, and whenever there's a poll, there's always the additional option of Super Star Destroyer.
Something I've been wondering, when you get 3 Citadels and 3 penetrations, is that 6 hits total or 3 pens that also happen to be Citadels? No, that's that would be 6 hits total. Like penetration, like a hit can either be a penetration or a Citadel. You won't get 2 ribbons. You only get 1 ribbon per, basically, tick of damage, essentially, that you apply.
Can you push that Yamato back to me? He doesn't really want to fight, and I don't understand why. Just want to touch him. Can you add the I-400 class submarine in the sub update as a super ship? So the I-400 is obviously something we know that you guys would love to see.
We would also like to see it.
This is a ship that is interesting, but definitely not something for the initial release. But maybe later on we can add this. Okay, so I hope I'm going to be a bit greedy here, but I hope we're going to catch this Yamato fully broadsided.
I made him turn at least. Nice shot.
Oof, that was 62k damage. That's why catching Yamato's broadsided is it's a spicy thing. Worth the risk. And now we're going to go for this cheek here, because this is the cheek where we can. Are you turning back? Are you trying to get your full broadside in here, bro? Okay. not good enough. I mean, I'll take the 15k.
Only a single Citadel. Leave some of the Yamato for me, please.
You have 9 seconds.
Okay, well, let me drop. Do you have anything else to shoot at?
No.
Please, can I drop first? Please let me drop first.
Sure. Go ahead. You saved my butt.
Okay. If I don't kill him now, you can shoot him. There we go.
Cool. I don't know where the midway's at. Oh, they got the Minotaur as well. There's only the midway left.
See, from the 10k that I was at initially, I'm at 19 now, so it's okay.
So the CV is back there. So.
How can I get coal fast? Asked Mühlen. There's really just the only way to really get coal is to just play. You know, like ranked sprint or something, for instance, will give you a lot of coal quite quickly if you participated and rank out. But otherwise, just play every day and choose resource containers.
Oh, nice and spotted. Come on, keep at least one Citadel. Come on, you can do it. There we go, 20k. We'll try to push through here. Smonus is going to farm a bit. GG, yes, was definitely a good game. So, but in general, so how to get coal? First of all, go for daily containers for more resources. It's going to be very helpful to you to just be able to, just farm it on a daily basis. Coal is not a resource you can quickly stack up. It's mostly a resource for obtaining over time. Obviously, you can get lucky with super containers. 15k coal you will find in one of the super containers. But the best thing is just to be active as often as possible. You get it for the daily containers. You get it for the daily missions as well as a reward. And on top of that, we have always some kind of special activities. You can either get it through additional missions or ranked sprints or whatever. Usually it's like a constant flow of coal for your account. And if you want to be clever about it, my personal piece of advice is go be in a clan. Because you can have a building in a naval base that will increase your coal output that you get.
Yeah. Vasil is asking, will you add weak points to the ships?
Okay.
So ships have weak points, Vasil. Did you not just see Crysantos destroy a Yamato, which is essentially the same armor layout as a Musashi, more or less a single volley?
This Yamato here, the original Morgoth. So basically I had 11 shells. And these 11 shells did 77k damage. So obviously we had a really good salvo with the 62k salvo on this broadside. But I can show you. Even a ship like the Kremlin does have, for whatever weird reason, you have to do it this way.
It's getting a bit cold in here.
So the Kremlin does have a Citadel, yes, and it's actually quite prone to Citadel damage once you get around to that point. Obviously, the Kremlin is built for pushing in bow on, but let me show this to you. The easiest way to figure out how to deal with the ship is here, for example, we have the Kremlin, right? And we just go to the armor layout, and you will see that entire ship in different colors for how thick the armor is. So for example, right here we see the fore-end plating with 32 millimeters. We have the Citadel armor belt here on the outside and the armor belt, and then you can strip it down basically. And here you will see the Citadel, right? Where you can actually find the Citadel. And you can, reduce the deck and so on, basically strip it down. What we did to the Yamato, I can show you this here. And this is something that I was aiming for. So this is the Yamato. And I'll just disable this here for a second so we have a little bit better view. So you can see here the Citadel layout of the Yamato, right? And what you can really go for is aiming for this cheek. So usually if you would go bow on the Yamato, only if you're Yamato, you can overmatch this here. This is 32 millimeter plating. And the way our overmatch mechanic works is there's basically the factor of 14.3. And if you have that factor, you'll be able to overmatch depending on the plating. But if you can't do that, you have to basically get around and be able to hit this aspect here. This is a big weak spot, but the weak spot has 410 millimeter, right? So it's only a weak spot for other battleships. So you either get around, and this is where I hit the enemy Yamato, just gave him like a nice little broadside salvo, so I deal maximum AP damage. Or if he's angled, you probably will bounce off here on the Citadel armor belt.
That's a very thick belt.
But this one here, 350 millimeters, can you see the angle? So basically your shell will penetrate on this angle. and it won't be effective armor. If I land a shell on a 90-degree angle, I can just use the full penetration value. But if my shell hits, for example, on the 45-degree angle, this armor belt is obviously thicker because of the angle, right? It's not going to be 410, but more than that. But here I can basically hit that smack on, and I will be able to Citadel. So this is just stuff that comes over time with learning this game. And
exactly.
Yeah. So, chat, what do you want us to play?
Well, I'm playing a Midway.
You're playing Midway, okay. So, chat, what do you want me to play? I already played the Smolensk for you, and the glorious Kremlin that will be nerfed soon, TM. Read the YouTube chat, Matthew. We're reading the YouTube chat as well. Mitch is trying to answer questions where we see them. The easiest way to, honestly, if you want to make it easier for us and increase your chances for your questions to be answered, just type in at World of Warships on Twitch or at World of Warships official channel on YouTube, and it will be much easier to for us to spot it, because we have some. Just to give you an idea, guys, right? So first of all, we are playing the game, then we're monitoring the stream itself, that everything is going smoothly. And then we have the chats for the different platforms. So for YouTube, for Twitch, and Steam as well. So we're trying to answer as much as we can. So if you want to make our lives easier, just put an ad in front of it. How to unequip all signals from a ship quickly? Yamashiro, there's no quick way. You have to do it manually.
Yep. There are some mods that do this for you, but please use those at your own risk. There's a question from Premium Apple 123 on YouTube is asking if we're going to add submarines or aircraft carriers to World of Warships Legends, and that's unfortunately an answer that we can't answer, because we are, like part of the PC team, and we're not involved with their development. But I leave the answer to that is maybe sometime in the future, but not anytime soon.
Can you play Kleber? I would love to, but I'm still grinding the Mogador. But I want to be done with it by the end of the month.
Because of the super container?
Maybe. I'm still hoping for steel. I got one super container with steel. I got one super container with coal. I got 2 super containers with doubloons. And the rest was... I got a bit unlucky. I love camouflages in general, and I love to collect them. But I got 2 times 50 La Fele Padraig, which is not the prettiest one, unless I want to annoy my evil friend.
Yeah. By the way, there's a question there from PJ, who's asking, when will you add Indian ships? So we are actually planning, and this is also part of our Indian re-release activities, to release 2 Indian ships. One of them is the INS Mysore, which back. You have to obviously realize, all the ships the Indian Navy had in the era of the gameplays are originally British ships. An INS Mysore is a modification of a Fiji-class British cruiser. And we're reasonably confident, or not 100% though, that we're going to be adding her. And we would also like to add INS Delhi. But for INS Delhi, we don't have sufficient reference material yet on the changes that were made to her compared to the base class that we have in game, which is a Leander. So we'll see, but you can probably expect INS Mysore to add into the game in the Commonwealth tech tree at some point.
Can you get your Atlanta blast backs back? I have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm sorry. Already some stats from the TST to share? No, not already. That will have to wait a bit. And we wouldn't be sharing stats. We would then announce the changes that we're going to make based on the experience we had on the TST server. Will you be adding the Hedgehog when submarines are added? Maybe. And would you like to see a gameplay mode that would do a Battle of Jutland or other line of battles? I think it's a cool concept, but it's obviously a bit tricky to do because historical battles are not that easy to implement.
Okay, there's quite a lot of action coming your way in the center there.
Yes, I know.
I'll try and do some spotting. I'm not going to do much damage to
them.
If you can just spot them with torps.
Yeah, just spot those DDs if you can, and I will just hold this.
And if they're going to sit in smoke, I'll at least drop a whole bunch of spread torpedoes into their smoke.
Cool. Yeah, I'll
force them out.
I have my Hydra on, so I can just...
And Buffalo should be providing some radar soon.
Mm-hmm. It's just too much high rate of fire ships here that I cannot just sit here. I'm just going to move a bit. Let's see if he's coming in again. Yeah, that midway was waiting for me. No, don't push them out of the smoke. No. I have my beautiful torps here.
Oh, I hit 2 torps on those destroyers.
Yes. Yeah, I had torpedoes coming into that smoke, so unfortunately they're not going to hit anything. But I'll take your 2 torps anytime to make my life much easier.
And I'll drop some HE bombs on Friesland.
Cool. I should get the Kitakaze if I'm not too bad at it.
Like for everyone watching, right? I never play the midway because I just suck at it. I'm just unmitigatedly bad at it. So if you see me being bad, this is just normal.
Cool. Thank you. Cool. And enemy CV definitely has a hard on 20, so I'm just going to move away.
Wow, the Friesland has a lot of AA.
Yes, the Friesland is really, really tricky to deal with. But I love the Friesland in general. It's a cool concept for me at least.
Well, 1 hit.
I'll highlight
Not
him.
great, not terrible.
Unfortunately, I cannot really shoot him right now. I'd love to drop that Iowa. Just gotta be a bit careful with... Can we actually get that Cleveland, maybe? Dear Thunder, please delete that Cleveland.
Let's see what I can do about that Friesland in the B cap there. Is he actually going to try and go for the B cap though, or what's he doing? Did he smoke up? Ah, he smoked up. God damn it. I might go for the Cleveland though. Cleveland is going to take a decent amount of damage from my planes here, and I'd be keen to get that radar out of play.
Nice.
Well, that looked more impressive than it was. Only 3,500 of that damage was mine.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
I'll take the compliment anyway.
I'll take that at Cleveland anytime.
It's a group effort, right?
Exactly. Is the Belfast still in super container rotation?
Should be.
I think it is, yes. Okay, so I should be able to deal with that Friesland by now. So Friesland, now we can have a talk. Oh no, sorry. Map. Touched the button.
I'm gonna go for that Iowa back there.
It's still pretty even, but at least we're going to slowly but steadily we're getting the cap advantage. Can you check on C whether you can see the Friesland somewhere? Because I'm going to make an aggressive move otherwise into C.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I know where the Friesland is because he's sitting in smoke.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes. I mean, I can push him out of his smoke.
No. Oh,
Okay.
Yes,
He is out of his smoke.
Nice. Okay. If he wants to pick a fight, I'm happy to pick that fight.
Okay. Well, I've committed to the drop on him anyway
so
now.
This is the thing. So you can see with his HP pool, he's not running Survivability Expert. And while Survivability Expert is not a great skill to equip on DDs, on BBs, for DDs, especially something like a cap monster like the Friesland, it really makes sense to have that one.
Well, I wasted. That just basically mean I just sacrificed my entire drop for you. By the way,
That's okay. I mean, obviously that's okay for me, but is that a secondary build Montana? Interesting.
you never know. You find some pretty weird things sometimes in random battles.
It's almost like
So
random
do you need
builds, huh?
what do you need me to attack right now? We want C, right?
You now just go for what you want. I think
No,
we're
not the
fine
Friesland. No.
now. Well, if you can get the Friesland, get the Friesland. I'm going to complain
I
about
don't know
that.
if I can get him. I can try and attack him, but there's a lot of
Yes.
stuff around. Or is he dead
Oh
anyway?
yeah,
He's
no. I
beached.
think I should be able to get him.
Yeah?
Depending on how fast he is in terms of reversing.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to drop up the Cindy. Where's
Yeah,
my aiming circle, Chris? Great, my aiming circle's not there.
That's nice.
Oh no, it was just under my ship. Oh, okay, under my plane. Wow, I really am not very good at midway. Ooh, I have a feeling our Thunderer might be getting some torpedoes his way. Just a second.
It's just interesting. It's not like I've never seen it, but I can't remember the last time I saw a secondary build Montana. It's an interesting build.
Me neither, by the way.
I mean, if it works for him, that's great. It's just very, very uncommon. What is the next 3 XP ship and when is it released? Nostrum? I don't know. And even if I knew, I probably couldn't tell you unless it was already announced. So, I don't know. But I honestly don't know. So, like, the last thing was the Friesland, and it's going to take some time before the next one is going to come.
I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I mean, I know people can make the midway work, but I just can't hit anything with the midway.
That Bismarck here. Can you just please decide whether you want to move forward or not?
Do you want me to drop some HE on him? Well, I will, because I need to drop something on someone.
Sorry.
Decide now. Jean-Bart or Bismarck? Who should I drop?
Bismarck.
Okay, I guess the answer is neither.
Oh, what happened to your planes?
They just got destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I don't know how how midway works. I just maybe Chad can help me. Chad, why is this ship so terrible? Or why am I so terrible in this ship? Take your pick. It's one of those two. Can I get a speed check on that Jean-Bart, please?
Sure. It's hard because he's moving forward, but he seems to be going like half speed.
What, forwards?
Yes. Or wait. Sorry, I have like. No, he's kind of honestly just drop like he's
Drop it like it's hot?
Yeah, exactly. Just as he's not moving. Because I think he cannot decide what he wants to do.
I'm gonna watch this one. No, he's actually stationary.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, goodbye. Wow, nice. Somebody actually stole that. That from me.
I was shooting him all the time. How can I steal it? Oh, go away, CD, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll leave you a fighter in case he decides to come back.
Thank you.
With the midways playing against me, I would say you're bad in her. Yeah, like this is kind of like the feeling I had as well. I just, yeah. But I do alright in the Hakuryu, so I just don't understand how I can be so terrifically bad in the midway.
Oh, I can see that somebody should probably deal with him, huh?
I'm also pretty much out of planes now. For all those people who say like, oh, CVs shouldn't have unlimited planes.
I thought we were winning this by far. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good.
That's not good at all. I should probably start running away.
Yeah. Okay, I really need to get undetected here. Please die, planes. Okay, I need like 2 seconds so I can cap this.
I need my rocket planes to land so I can actually have a chance of doing some damage again.
Close. Okay. And I hope Minotaur, I need you to be alive. Okay, we need to kill that one first.
I'm on my way. But he's also spotted me now, which is obviously not ideal.
I'm doing my best.
But at least, you know, like, okay, I have a large hit point pool. I can soak up some damage for the team.
I got some good shots into him. Is our Tirpitz AFK or is he actually alive?
Okay, there we go. Teamwork. Ooh, that was a nasty drop on you there.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you gonna go? I've dropped some fighters in your direction.
Well, I'm going to turn around and then try to get those.
So you're going south?
I'm going back to Protect C. So I'm going to go northeast. Basically, just circling around, trying to deal with those.
Okay, now I'm just trying to figure out where to place my defensive fighter for you.
Around C, because he has to come through C to get to me.
It's already there.
What's spotting? There's still the DD. I'll need your help to pinpoint the DD. I'm still spotted. He must be behind the fletcher.
Wow, got a fire at least.
Okay, I need to figure this out.
Okay, I'm gonna try and just set some fires on the Iowa.
Mm-hmm. So the thing is that, just to show this, right? So our Fletcher here has like 37 HP. He should definitely not contest anything. He should just, try to stay alive.
I can't protect you from the, like, if you're not in the circle, it won't help you.
Thing is, I'm soon out of HP to actually deal with that Shimmer. He's a Kraken.
Yes, he just sunk me.
Wow.
How?
Good job to that Shimmer.
Yes, but like how?
Do you have still have planes? Can you just keep that Iowa spotted?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm down. Like I didn't even know he was. No, he just snuck around the back. He's somewhere at the back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, effective gameplay there. Okay, I need to get that Iowa down.
I think we might lose this one, Chris. And that means I have to play the midway again. Ugh.
Shit. Tirpitz, man,
I was still burning, by the way, from me as well. So keep pounding him. He'll probably go down in there. Ah, there we go.
Cool. Okay.
Got him. I'm a little bit worried that the planes are going to get you, though. Now Fletcher's got...
Me too.
Our Fletcher's got basically no hit points left. There's the Shimmer.
Yeah, but he still has good HP. This is going to be tricky. I really need to get that opening salvo. But I'm just basically a one-shot for him.
Torps? Well, he's not using his guns yet.
He should. Well, your plane should be spotting him in a second.
Dance, Crysantos, dance, I believe.
Just go into my torps, please, Shimmer, or die from a detonation. That's please. Oh, no. Come on.
Oh, this is for the game. Yes!
Oh, at least I got him. Whew. That was a close one.
Oh,
so now we have to rely on a 37
down.
HP Fletcher and the full HP Tirpitz Black. So that's going to be tricky. Whew. Good trade. Absolutely. That was the best thing I can do here. And if we can get that Bismarck, and our Fletcher is going to get sunk by that.
He's never going to hit. Why are you shooting like 10-kilometer torpedoes at a retreating Bismarck at 11 kilometers? Yeah, the Fletcher's dead now.
Yeah.
Midway is gonna
unless
collect
it's like a defensive A.
No. Like no way. Like
but I mean, if he's defensive A,
points.
he could at least increase his chances of surviving. But he's not shooting down anything. I mean, his A is going to be pretty much dead by now.
He had his AA disabled just now. That was a big mistake. Because the midway is almost deplane. It's got only like two planes in the strike.
Come on. If he would have defensive AI. He missed. Nice. Come on, little Fletcher, you can do this.
Most importantly, we need this cap. The Turpus B needs to go back to hold that cap.
Well, okay. So this is the current scenario. We have 300 points advantage. We have 2.5 minutes to go. If we keep the current advantage in, like, just a stalemate, it's okay. But the Tirpitz really needs to go in. Because what he needs to do is he definitely needs to make sure to either sink the Bismarck or just keep him decapped. And he needs to stay alive. Because that Fletcher, sooner or later, is going to go down. I mean, that midway is just going to blap him now because he's just stationary. So now we need the Tirpitz to survive. And it's 600 points. I mean, as long as the Tirpitz does not get another cap.
It's a 1:48 as well.
So we might be able to win this one. MrConway, UCV was spotted when you launched your last squad. Are there going to be any new missions for the scenario game mode coming soon? No, but we're trying to get the Cherry Blossom mission back. The operation, sorry. What happened to the Leone? Is it still work in progress?
I don't think our Tirpitz is the best player in the world, unfortunately.
That's fine. I mean, as a team effort, we basically gave him now the chance to simply just win this by staying alive. But he's fully broadsided.
Well, but it's fine because the other the Bismarck's shooting HE. Oh no, he switched to AP. But it is and he's also stopping.
This is
he's now stopping. Why is he stopping?
We can give the camera to MrConway. But yeah, no guys. But in general, if you're in a situation like this, and it's down to you. If you're leading in points, make sure that you stay leading in points and that you stay alive. This is the main objective here, for him to stay alive and to basically not let the enemy go ahead with points. So as long as he doesn't detonate now, we should have this. So this is really about, sometimes you just have to be the kind of player who looks at the points and makes sure to do the right thing. And now he got the Bismarck, which means we're definitely going to win this. Unless he detonates. But it's 9 seconds, so we should be able to win this. And it was a good match. That was a close one. And I'm very happy that I got that Shimmer, because that Shimmer would have basically capped now all of the caps and would have lost it. Don't the Germans have that Turtleback armor? Yes, they do. But still, I mean, on a full broadside, shoot AP. That was a good match. We get over 500k credits out of it, 110k damage, and some good XP. Yes. Right. That Fletcher, I'll still give him a +1 because he carried us, he carried with us.
He survived for a long time on his 37
It's just that
points.
He could have played better.
Enemy Shimmer Kaza got 7 kills.
I'll give him the +1. He did a good job. The only mistake he made, and this is something that you just have to realize when you're playing something like a Shimmer Kaze, you have good guns. They're just not good in terms of rate of fire, but you have a high alpha, and if you basically have the health advantage and you need to kill the other DD, you can definitely do that. There's no reason to not shoot, especially I shot first, so I was spotted. He could have used that to his advantage. He could have basically just prepared his full broadside, shot me, because the Shellocks are not bad for the Shimmer.
Ooh, I'm almost finally, by the way, about to unlock my Shino Norma. What's the final task? Play one battle. I think I can.
You can do that. Yes,
I think. But it's,
no,
it's,
actually,
it's
Mr. Conway,
I
think now it's time to move to the PT.
And there's no point to move to PT now.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Conway.
You have
to log out. I'm sorry, we have to go away from the live.
No. Don't you dare. No, I'll take out the Stalingrad.
What do you take in the Stalingrad?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Chat, what do you want me to play? I played the GD for you. I played the Kremlin for myself. I played the Smolensk for you, but now you get to pick. End the stream. No.
I just want to get Snowflakes, and then we can open a few super containers. At least I got 3, 4.
Can you play with us? Yes, sure, Thomas. All you have to do is send Mr. Conway a message here, and then he will invite you. And thank you very much for playing with us. How do I pronounce this? Le Breton Fou? Thank you very much.
Yeah. Rayhan, what's with Rakazon Gaming? Raka's a nice guy. I played with him in India.
Not even Twitch drops? What do you mean? Twitch drops are online, guys. All you have to do is make sure that your account is linked. If you feel like there's anything weird going on, just unlink your account and relink it. And if you still have any issues, come to me. Let's say after watching a few hours of World of Warships on Twitch. Crysantos need to read the wargaming news. What do you mean, John L? What do you mean? Is the PT actually delayed? I hope not. But we're going to have a PT session next week. I'm sure we're going to be able to play some next week. No, there was nothing. I don't know what you mean.
Well, next week we're going to have our German stream.
Let me know.
Maybe we can do German PT. It's fine.
Do you ever get annoyed answering the same questions time after time?
No, never.
So, honestly, I mean, for me, it would be great if at least within the same stream, some of you could just, listen and not ask the same question 2 minutes later on again.
Yeah.
But outside of that, we're happy to. We know that some people tune in later on and so on, and we're happy to pretty much answer most questions. The questions we usually don't want to answer is if people, try to offend others. This is just something that we don't read out loud because we don't want to encourage that. But if you have any constructive question, we're very happy to read it. Obviously, there's a shit ton of questions that you guys are asking, and we cannot answer all of them because we also have to focus a bit on the game and so on, right? And since you didn't tell me concrete.
By the way, it's a good question also from Meepit. He's asking, do you guys ever get annoyed answering the same questions time after time?
So the answer is scroll back 2 minutes. Yes, but nice try.
Can we talk about the big green button again?
Sure. Let me just pick.
Do you have any snowflakes left on tier 10, or you got them all done?
Only if I would free XP the Mogador. But you're playing starting
do it now. Do it. You've got so much free XP. What are you going to do with all the free XP? By the way, I also have so much free XP. I have so many doubloons.
You know what?
Should I? I can convert 2.3 million free XP.
Play the battleship I want to play, which is my beautiful Montana.
Good choice.
Here's an uncommon questions. Do your devs have a Linux version? The game should be running on Linux.
I know it runs on
officially supported.
I don't.
In terms of
I think there's if you use if you consult our Lord Master and friend Google, I'm sure Google will provide an answer because I'm pretty sure there is some way to get World of Warships to run on Linux. I'm not sure if it's going to be amazing, but I'm pretty sure that you can get it to run. I personally haven't touched a Linux machine in many years. I'm the wrong person to ask.
You need to finish your Belle Epoque collections. Put containers in the armory, please. Alex, the Belle Epoque containers, check whether they're in the armory right now. If they're not there right now, I'm sure we're going to put them into the armory in some of the future updates.
Okay. Tier 10, Ocean. Interesting.
Yes, but look at Ocean. It looks so much better with the new graphics. At least in my opinion. Especially with the shadows now from the clouds and so on. It adds a bit of variety. Beforehand, it was a bit not bleak. For me, Ocean, I know it's a joke, right? But it's a very authentic map.
Yeah.
And I love playing on Ocean because, yes, islands are cool and so on. Islands add variety. But overall, sometimes it's just cool to play on Ocean because, come on, it's a naval game and there's a lot of open sea out there in the world.
Ahmad Zulfikar is asking, where is Dasha? Funnily enough, she doesn't actually have to check in with us regarding her whereabouts at all times. Yes. I don't know. I can message her and ask, but I won't because that's creepy.
How do you have so many doubloons do you buy? So Schizo, note that's one of the perks that comes with working for Wargaming. We get 500 doubloons as employees per day that we can spend. And I don't really spend because I don't turn my XP into free XP. Pretty much everything I have is earned.
By the way, I'm not super happy about this map because I have a full non-concealment build, so I get spotted at 17.6 kilometers.
Yeah, but you also have armor. You're basically a battleship.
Yes.
Could that Moscow? Come on, Moscow. You can turn a bit more.
It's like one of those guns where you have this side towards enemy. We should have a skin for the Stalingrad that says that.
Oh, there's a Salem.
He's pushing in quite ballsy.
Yeah, the Salem is one of these ships that would love to have an island next to him. So let's see. I think he realized he's going to be a bit too pushy.
And he's gonna struggle, like, because when he turns, we will punish him. I guess we'll just have to incentivize him to turn and then get ready.
Will we get the Jolly Roger for rank back? Any news on that? Jethro, sorry, we don't have any news on this.
Can you incentivize his death turn? For the Salem, I mean.
Okay.
Here it is.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think he's going to do the full turn, but that should be good enough.
No, he actually didn't. He just turned to dodge torpedoes.
Yeah,
wow,
he
got very close.
Not a good salvo on my side. I'll have to...
Not from
me
either,
I need to protect our gearing. Because he's going to be
Holy moly, I just take a walloping from something.
Yeah, my salvos are a bit off right now. Maybe I can be a bit better. Oh, this one, if he's low enough, this should be a good one. Oh, come on. Somebody else is going to get him. Yeah, okay, good. I mean, don't push like this. This was a stupid push by that Salem. The Salem is a great ship, but it cannot tank an entire fleet. No ship can, but in particular the Salem can't. What was the idea around here? They have a Shima, Harugumo, Yuyang. Is that Yoshino reversing?
No, he's slow. He was slow though.
My Montana's trolling me.
I'm just getting smashed a bit, yeah.
Just reverse, man. Just reverse.
I am
fall back into
already reversing, yes.
Especially like the Yoshino and...
but you don't understand. I don't have concealment. I can basically sit in a smoke screen and not fire, I guess.
Getting a bit unlucky here with the salvos. Oh, nice. We got the enemy Harugumo. Okay, so I'm waiting for the full broadside salvo, and now RNGesus, you trolled me long enough. Let's get some citadels on that Moscow, huh? He's so beautifully broadsided. Now he might be too fast. That's...
Oh, holy...
Like a... yeah.
That's a lot of torpedoings right there.
That's the Shimayas. Okay, I'll give it one last try here with the Moscow. Otherwise, I'll just switch targets. Oh, and we got a raid from Flamu. Hello, Flamu.
Hello, Flamu. It's we are finishing soon, but thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. So, did you raid already that Shima?
Looking forward to seeing Flamu again. It's been a while, but he's going to be coming to Prague to join us for King of the Sea soon. Which should be a fantastic weekend.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's the Shima, by the way.
Did you already create the events for Twitch?
I believe King of the Sea events for Twitch have been scheduled for quite a while already, yes?
Cool. There's the Shima, by the way.
Come on, Kuznetsov. Save my bacon. There you are, thank you.
Oh, that Kurfürst is going full broadside.
Yes, but he's just doing that to get more guns on target for me, I think.
Yeah, but maybe we can smack him before he's able to get that servo off.
I'm trying.
I'm trying as well. We should be able to get him. We should be doing it.
Nice, he's down.
Republic is going down as well.
Got a heal in 10 seconds.
Nice.
The Moskva, really, he potatoed full, like he just sailed full broadside towards me, so I snacked on his broadside and gave him 5 citadels.
There's a broadside at Kremlin as well. Ah, no, he realized his mistake.
Shima and Yoshino have had like a little bit of a collision.
Mm-hmm. But it also means from that angle, there are going to be a lot of torpedoes. You should be able to do something with that, Yoshino. Oh, that's Fatso's massive aft. It's a Interesting nickname. Fatso, you're a legend, man.
Is Yoshino eating a top there? No. Gonna actually have to fire HE at him. He's...
Kleber, be careful.
Basil, if you have smoke? No? No.
Kleber. I mean, you can be my second torpedo belt.
Now Yoshino ate some... Oh, nice. Both of them ate a lot of torpedoes there. Good stuff.
Sure, Yoshino's launching tops right now. Come on, secondaries. Oof, the torpedoes coming. That's the Shimmer. Oh, God,
there he is.
Shimmer's going to get me. I'm down. No, rip. That Shimmer dealt some nice damage. But you should be able to win this, right?
Should see. I'm healing back up nicely.
I could have dropped, please. I wish I could just do it like this. Bam. I mean, theoretically I could, but I won't do this really. We need Fatso's aft. That came out wrong. Yes, Fluffy. Yes, that definitely came out wrong.
Or did it? Oh, no.
Your uncle says, live stream with Dasha, please. We have that for the anniversary.
Damn it, I just slid out of the cap circle like a noob.
We have to have live translations for Dasha, and you chat need to behave.
Actually, I think, to be honest, like having like spent time with Dasha at Gamescom, I think she could join us on this. Like, I don't know, remotely I think it's even more tricky, but if she was here, she could totally just join us on the stream. Like, you know, it's not as though she's gonna have to answer in-depth questions about game mechanics.
You know, chat. Oh, is that gonna be a nice salvo? Unfortunately not. No. Wild Gooseman, I will check. Let me confirm, and then I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Oh, there's the Kleber.
And Steve, calm down. You know, just all caps lock. It will only give you one thing, and that is a timeout. Rewards from PTS when? Let me check tomorrow with Taki, because I don't think we got the list yet, and then I'll let you know the forums tomorrow. Crysantos, did you manage to see my PM in the forums about the authenticator? Yes, but I think I'm sorry, this week was very busy, so I didn't get to push this along, but I'll check tomorrow. Will we get all Halloween captains, Kagero, Motel, Bismarck, and so on, either in shop or armory to purchase? Jethro, I'm not sure, but I can check for 8.9. How many cars or exclamation marks do we need to... caps. Do we need to use to make sure you read our questions out? Well, I think the one question mark was good enough to get my attention. Especially the at World of Warships helps a lot with getting my attention. Will we get the opportunity to buy the historical camos of the Bismarck with the blues? Because you don't want to buy over 10 containers to get permission for the Bismarck. So, Sky, potentially in the future, but you can't make any promises. I think for now, if you really want it, it's probably the best idea to just get the containers. Maybe in the future we might add it to the armory. I mean, we're expanding the armory quite significantly. With 8.8 we added a lot of additional premium ships, for example, for the blues. But, you know, there's no guarantee for this.
Oh, this was close. That ship has so much rate of fire. All the rate of fire. Oh, God.
Terry, come on. About 6 times for asking this. Yeah, sorry, Terry. There's just a lot of questions. We have HMS Belfast, Edinburgh, and soon to be London. So all UK capitals but one. How about HMS Cardiff? Love from Wales. You know what? I'll suggest it, and we'll see what the devs think about it. Maybe you can find a place for HMS Cardiff. And Leon Jerome, I just want to say I like these streams and thank you both for hosting these for us. You guys are fun to watch playing and goofing it up. Thanks very much. And for us, it's always also nice to get some positive feedback for the things we do, because the two of us, we love streaming. We love to be part of the streaming community and, Twitch and YouTube.
Damn it.
And have this interaction because, most of the communication that we do with the community is text-based, which is a bit tricky, right? There's always like you answer a comment, then you have to do something else, you come back, and the discussion is ongoing, and there's a big delay between question and answer, and sometimes things get lost in translation or in text. But here on streams, we can immediately address something. This is why we love to also do announcement and so on streams, because it gives us the option to immediately address any misconceptions.
So Shimmer he just ran away.
And Mr. Erickson, any chance of torp detection buff or at least torp reload boost for mid-tier IGN DDs? I don't think in the foreseeable future, but if we see IGN mid-tier DDs performing poorly, we can talk about it. And thanks, Firebat. Let me check. What did we have on YouTube? Thomas says, I'm better than you. Play versus me then, if you think you're good. Honestly, I don't think I'm the best player. I think I'm a good player. I got significantly worse compared to, let's say, 2-3 years ago when I was still streaming and being able to play like 4 or 5 hours per day of World of Warships. These days I get like maybe half an hour or 1 hour per day, so I can see my performance going down. But overall, if you want to play with us, just send us a message in game, and we're happy to play with you. If you want to play against us, just try to be in the queue. Will there be hybrid ships in World of Warships? Alifis were trying to get the ships like the Tone in the game, but it's still an issue of how that interface is going to work, because CVs, how they play. To take an example of the Tone, for example, the interface is quite tricky, right? Because you have the regular ship view and then you have the plane view, and you kind of have to be able to have both. So that's the challenge behind these ships, but we would love to get them in. Any chance for the all-for-one bundle for CVs will go on sale again? Definitely a chance, but cannot make any promises. Still need to thank MrConway for that awesome card you gave Neoplan for me. Kitty Cat? Kitty Cat says thank you.
You are very welcome, Kitty Cat. What exactly are we saying thank you for?
You gave a Neoplan a card for her.
Ah.
So thank you.
I'm like
good guy, MrConway.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take all the credit. Fantastic. Chat, that was a very close match. I almost died at the end. The torpedoes were in the air. I had 2,000 hit points left. No more heals. But then the timer ran out and we won. Actually, pretty decent last game.
Nice.
Of the day, especially on Ocean.
Chat, we have like 5 minutes for additional questions because
we do.
Come on, we have like we're so much on time.
But we're hungry, and by we I mean
you,
me.
Are we going for food?
We could. What would you like to eat?
I'm open. Are you still on diet or?
No.
Okay.
No, I should be, but I'm not.
We could check out a burger place.
We could check out a burger place. We could definitely check out a chat. Thank you very much for tuning in.
So guys, we'll answer a few more questions.
Okay, so H.A.R. Dylan says, ideally would love to get my hands on the Makarov. Is it available in Epic, Twitch, rare drop crate, but hasn't been in shop for ages, nor can I get in the premium tier 6 containers. So I'm sure there'll be an opportunity in the future. I mean, like I think yes. We've given her away once or twice, but maybe for the next giveaway we can just bring some Makarovs.
Blues like 1.5 years ago, but you know what? We'll check. But I'm sure we can get her into the
but you know, also we can
some way or another.
Exactly. Have you taken the right to use from Greek Navy the symbol of the T-shirt? Honestly, that's not my area of expertise. It's a beautiful T-shirt, and I think it should be okay.
Can we get all skins show on CV planes when we look more at planes than the CV? So basically, you want to see the patterns on the planes. All of the skins and so on. I mean, we have some skins, for example, like the Halloween one, where you have the bats flying on the Shokaku. With the other ones, we'll have to see. I mean, obviously, we would like to have that. Yeah. work in progress.
What about the black ships, asks Dahogi. Not everyone was able to purchase them. So, Dahogi, the black ships, you will remember, were released last year for Black Friday. Black Friday being that day before Halloween, the Friday. And Black Friday is indeed again coming very soon. And if there should be a chance, I'm not saying there is, because there might not be, to purchase additional black ships or once again purchase the black ships, I would guess it could be around Black Friday, but I'm not guaranteeing it. So
why on that day though?
I don't know. I don't know. But there is a potential for black content on Black Friday again, because it's Black Friday, and for some reason that's a thing.
So if you like black ships, and this is not a promise, right? But I would just check, on the World of Warships portal on Black Friday. If there's anything, it's gonna be on sale on that day.
Yes.
That thing I can promise. If there's black content, it's gonna be Black Friday. Any chance to have some Dasher Commanders back in the premium shop? Isaacs, we have to check.
We'll have to.
So, in general, the answer is yes, there is a chance, right? So don't give me too easy questions. But we'll check whether we can get Dasher Commanders back into the armory. Still waiting for Slava. Well, full fight currently. Slava is she's sleeping a bit. We're still thinking about her and what to do with her. So there won't be any news anytime soon, I think.
Yep. Deathstalker RVT is asking, I'd like a black camera for the USS Black. Like, you're not the only one. As soon as we heard there were going to be black ships, we immediately suggested we should have a black. Or like a black squared. Like, so many opportunities for shenanigans there. But unfortunately, our request has as yet gone unheard, because the black is one of those ships that we don't really... Like, you can't just buy it. You have to go earn it. So it's a bit tricky, right? And it's not a widely distributed one. So maybe, but I think more unlikely.
Yeah. The current Italian premium ships, will they get SAP shells? So it's not planned right now. I mean, we always have the option to equip them with SAP as well, but they were planned and released with HE. And with changing premium ships, we're usually quite careful. Yep. But there might be, obviously, the option to have new premium ships with SAP. Yep. So we'll have to see. And then a question from Leandrome. She's asking, when you had your first streams, were either of you camera shy or nervous?
Oh, I'm sure. With the first stream? Oh, God, when was that?
So, for me, well, it really depends. So I stream personally, like privately, before I joined Wargaming, and the first streams were very cringeworthy, obviously with only like a bad headset.
And you also didn't have a camera.
And I never had a camera, yes. Yep. So I wasn't really camera shy, but still, it's like a weird feeling as soon as more people tune in, and you know you're being watched and you're being judged a lot, chat, because you know yourself, like you basically expect everybody to be a super unicorn in everything and be reading chat and playing like the best player out there. But obviously that's very hard as a person just trying to play the game. And when we had the first streams, especially the official ones, when I joined Wargaming, because I was a really good World of Warships player, haven't really played World of Tanks before. And I think my first stream was instantly like a World of Tanks official stream with one of the German contributors. And I knew I sucked at it. Like, I knew I'm bad. And I'm working for Wargaming, right? And World of Tanks is the biggest game that Wargaming had. And for me, it's sitting there and trying to, be very knowledgeable about the game. And I invest a lot of time to play World of Tanks and learn about World of Tanks. But it's still different when you talk to an audience that played that game for like 6-7 years and expect you to be on that, top-notch level. And you're like, hi, I'm the new guy. Let's play some tanks and let's try to shoot some stuff. And tanks also has some different mechanics compared to World of Warships, especially in terms of armor.
They're very different. So much is about
that one. I was really excited about that one, and nervous. But after that, I realized very quickly that most people are just happy to chat. And even if you're not the best player, it's absolutely fine. And here for Warships, we've been doing this for such a long time. Even for Warships, it was always... I mean, at least for official ones, it was quite easy.
The only times we now get nervous for streams is when we're not in control of the streams. Basically, if we just have to be in front of the camera, I always get nervous that everything behind the camera is gonna break. But for our own in-house setup here, right, we know every little quirk, every little thing. We know how it works. We know what doesn't work. And here now it's fine. And we know you guys. I mean, obviously it's not always the same crowd, but. I think we, like chat, you and me, we've like us, we've got an understanding, and I think we get along quite well. So I'm always just happy. Like it's the like one of the nice things of my work week. It's just like, oh yeah, Thursday evening we get to sit down, we get to talk shit with chat for 2 hours and play World of Warships. So that's always a fantastic point in my week.
Yes.
Yeah. And on that bombshell...
That's a very nice way to wrap up the stream.
Yes, absolutely. We are, of course, going to go on our customary raid, pass on the love that Mr. Flamou left for us just recently. I have already picked. We are going to raid one of our, soon-to-be community contributors, now that I'm back from India.
Why don't we do it this way? So
What?
She doesn't know about this yet, right?
Yes, she does. She's reread it once and told her.
Okay.
It's
Well,
fine.
then... We could give it a status right now, right?
What do you mean? How?
I mean, we could tell chat to tell her, and then we can give.
Okay. Yes,
give her the stuff.
okay. Let's do this, guys. So we are going to look at raid Jam Dearest, right? Earlier, the two of us sat down and decided, yes, she's definitely going to be a community contributor. I just have to give her the appropriate rights and read her the gospel. So please go, and when you land there, please. Tell her congratulations for becoming a community contributor, and also please give her a follow. She's a lovely person. She's very positive, and yeah, it's I think all around good vibe streamer. So
yeah, if you haven't heard about it yet, there was a new devlog post earlier today which announced buff for Biskavica, nerf for Hosho, and nerf for Vladivostok and Kremlin. So if you want to read more about this, go to your regional devlog and read up about it. And with this, I think we're done. If you like the content that we're producing here, then please leave a subscribe or follow. And otherwise, we'll see you next week.
yes,
Actually, we have to talk
we're
about
not
this.
going to see you next week. Sorry.
So, okay. So the thing is, we're going to see us next week, but you will have to suffer, the both of us, talk in German.
Plus
Zehales.
Yes, because next week on Thursday, it is the day of German reunification, where they took the wall and knocked it down. And it's the sort of main national holiday for Germany. We thought, since it falls on a Thursday and we have like a German national holiday patch in the game this year, and we just feel like doing something for our German bros, we're going to be doing next Thursday's stream in German, so there will not be an English stream. You are of course welcome to swing by and watch. There will be a goodie that I'm not going to tell you about quite yet for everybody that joins us, but it's like I said, it's German, so you're probably not gonna so just up to you, but German incoming. And on that bombshell, thank you very much. Have a wonderful end of your week, wonderful weekend. Go play public test, give us feedback, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wait, where's the button?